everybody, and welcome to episode 54. I keep getting that mixed up. 54 of Daisy Knits. I'm Daisy. We're hanging out together. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot to show you that you haven't seen yet. I feel like this is turning into the sweater black hole. Just a little bit. The sweater black hole. So, you ready to see my black holeness? First of all, I have girlfriend sweater. My daughter's sweater is here. And I showed y'all most of this last week. I haven't really worked on it very much. I added an extra inch to her bottom and I'm ready to start her garter stitch bottom. That's what I've done on hers. That's it. That's all I've done on hers. Actually, you can see I put this little stitch marker here when I finished recording last week. That's it. That's all I did on hers. But we're making progress. That's the nectar base yarn. The cable I finished out of the magical sweater. And number-wise, we kind of winged it as we went. US 5s on my Royales. Really, if I sat down, I could probably bang out her sweater in a couple of days. But little man was having problems. Her sweater was growing faster than his. So, I'll show you what I've managed to get done on his, shall we? Can you see all of that? I have a ton of ends. Look at that. I didn't want to carry his ends down because I was worried, as big of a gap as that is, he would snag it. So, his ends did not travel. I'll be weaving all of those in, but this is how far his sweater is. So last week, I believe I was just at the armholes. I don't think I had gotten his sleeves even off yet. I think I was getting close, but, you know, somewhere here-ish. I went ahead and did just the body, and then I came back and I picked one sleeve up and started it. And this thing just seems so big. He is super excited. He's thinking this will be like he wants to wear it like a hoodie coat. We will see. I'm hoping that it's going to be long enough that he will be happy with it. At this point, I have this much green. So a whole ball, well, yes, a whole ball. I just don't think this is a whole ball of the green and a partial ball of the green left. And I have one more ball of the gray. And that's it. So that is why we're working somewhat concurrent. I am getting ready to pick up this other sleeve and go down on it and see how much gray I'm going to be able to work in. His big old fat Charlie Brown stripes. The colorway is Aran and Sea Coast. And this is 3 Irish Girls in the Spring Vine Bulky. So I have not quite 600 yards. Is that right? I think. Yeah, not quite 600 yards for his sweater. I'm like, it's a bulky sweater. It should not take that much yardage, but he wants it big and warm and cozy, and I've tried it on him, and he loves it. So, at this point, that's where we're at. I used the numbers from the flax sweater to kind of get the cast on, and then it is a cardigan. So, his is growing. This has seen the most love this week. US 10.5s. Yeah, not my favorite to work on at all. The only other thing I really worked on this week was I did a newborn hat. I tend to use my leftover sock yarns and I make newborn hats to donate to our hospital, and I didn't even bring it up. Honestly, I think I cast on like 56 stitches and I knit till it's about this long because I'm really scientific. Crown decreases up, and I just do an I-cord for a yayish, and then I knot it off, and I'm done. That's my entire sock recipe, or newborn hat recipe right there. So, that's what I have to share. I did not do any spinning. I don't have Master Knitter swatches today, but I have been doing some reading. I told y'all I was doing a book review. This is one of the books that I'm reviewing for my Master Knitter. It's The Knitter's Book of Finishing Techniques by Nancy Wiseman. This is the 2002 edition. There is a newer copy. That's not the one I got. I thought I had ordered that one, but it was not what came. And it is spiral bound, which I love. So this book is all about techniques that you will use, finishing things that you need to know along the way. So there's some cast-ons listed, some bind-offs that they teach you in here. They're good bind-offs and cast-ons, don't get me wrong, but if you're looking for cast-offs and cast-ons, things like that, I have the other book that I recommend so much more. However, it gives you a couple of increases, it gives you decreases. The reason why I was really in particular excited about this book is it talks about buttonholes and it talks about how to pick up stitches, which are both things that I need for level 2. That's really why I got this book. It also gives a worksheet in the back of here about placing your increases or your decreases for your buttonholes. And it gives you several different kinds of buttonholes. There's the 2-row, 1-row horizontal, a yarn over. It also gives you vertical buttonholes, and it gives you 2 different crochet style buttonholes. So, and how to buttonhole stitch, how to do the button stitch embroidery to kind of clean and tighten that stitch up. So I really like it. It's not very long, but with the spiral binding, I can get to where, like a picot bind off, let's say. So they also have, okay, I'm spiraling on you. I'm sorry. Let me start with, I like that I can get to one page with the spiral binding. I can lay it flat and I can work. I love that. We'll use the picot bind off here as an example. They have actual pictures of it knit up in the yarn, but then as she's trying to show you, she does the illustrations, which I prefer to learn from. I really like illustrations for me personally. So the other thing I really have found is she has a little thing here that tells you the benefits and then the drawbacks of different things. So as you go through here, it tells you the benefit and a drawback of like the picot bind off and the 3-needle bind off. What are the benefits and drawbacks of why you would want to or not want to? I like that because while we all have preferences, there are some reasons why you wouldn't want to use something, and this will tell you that. So, if you are looking for a reference book, it's not very thick, it's not very big, it's not very in-depth, but it has really good references. Check this one out. Nancy Wiseman, The Knitter's Book of Finishing Techniques. So, that's what I'm going to share with you today. I have a few things to also share. In the group, we are 38 days out from Christmas. So come on over. We have one more Christmas drawing, and then we are there. We're at Christmas. So chat with us about how your Christmas planning's going. The Louisiana Knit Along, it's almost over. We have a few more weeks of that. I think it ends the 30th. The group information is there, so if you want to go check that out. And the last thing I have to share is a little bit of shop news. I have Alpaca in the shop. However, Alpaca and I are calling our relationship quits. So I have started reacting to, well, I've always reacted to Alpaca, but my reactions are getting worse, and so I'm done. It's all listed in the shop, and it's on sale. So if you want any of our catnip or our petal base, which is a lace weight or a worsted weight, go check it out. I would love to get this out of my house. Get it out and send it on to somebody who will love it, because right now it's hating on me hard. It's sitting right over, like I see the bag right there. It's hating on me hard. So if you love Alpaca, or you're looking for a deal on Alpaca, go check out the shop. And I think that's all I have to share with y'all today. I hope you've had a great week. I hope you have, good production and just enjoyed your week. We are a week out from Thanksgiving. Today is 1 week away. So I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will chat at you before then maybe. That's the game plan anyways. I'll sit down next Wednesday and record. So have a great week, and I'll see you next time. See ya.